Friday the 5th of March. Last video I did was in September in the small greenhouse. I gave you a sort of a tour of that then, and just want to show you where we are now. I mean, September's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months away, 7 months ago. And all of the plants below I'm going to show you were here then. I filmed them then. You can go back and check the video and see what they look like then and see what they look like now. And we're coming into spring now, so they've basically kicked off. They went kind of dormant for a while, but here we go. I'll just show you them now. It's these are my mustards. Mustards and Mizuna and Mibuna, and they look brilliant. Rocket as well, actually. Some stuff's died, but I'll just show you these now. So just as I mentioned before, this is the rocket. This rocket was planted in here. It was sown in early September last year. It was planted here sort of mid-September, and it's went right through. It's been harvested 3 times through the winter, and this is spring, coming into spring. As you can see, all the dead leaves, that's where it was harvested before. There's a lot of new growth coming through on it, so I might get another harvest out of it before it goes to seed, which won't be too long. This one looks a little bit better. Next to that, you've got the Mizuna and the Mibuna, and this went very small after its last harvest, and it stayed that way for a long time. But now that the warmer weather's coming in, as you can see now, it's saying 10 degrees in here just at the minute. It's been 18 degrees in here today, and those are the even though it's about 3 degrees outside at the minute. But in here it's staying warm. It's trapping the heat very well. So these now are into their spring mode. This is Mizuna. There'll be more picks on this. The tomatoes don't go in here until May, June time. Not tomatoes actually this year. Peppers probably this year instead of tomatoes. My mistake. But these will be in here until then, as will this, and they'll all be pickable. This one here was harvested many times. This one here was harvested more than this one. But as you can see, look at the size of them, they're amazing. Next to that, we've got the 9-headed bird mustard, which these are all mustards here. 3 different kinds. All of these plants were here in the video I did in October. This is the 9-headed bird, and this is it. It's just like the Mibuna. It's coming back really fast. I'm going to harvest this. Again, we'll get a lot of harvest out of this before it comes to flowering time. Next to that is the red Frills mustard, which is lovely and big now. It's actually probably spicier now than it was when it was smaller. These get spicier with size. It's conversely to that. These ones are spicier when they're small, and they lose it when they get big. The red Frills gets spicier when it gets big, so it gets kind of hotter. And all you do is it's just little bits like that you put in your salads. Just put it through your lettuce, little bits like that. Every now and again you get a little bit of a spicy snap, which is quite good. Next to that, we've got the golden Frills mustard. These ones came from real seeds, and both of these came out of the same seed packet, and you see the difference on them. I pointed this out in the last video. This one is doing the frills thing. This one is not doing the frills thing. But like I said, they taste the same, so I think they're essentially the same plant. It'd be interesting to take seed from this and see if we can keep that going, because it's actually quite nice to look at. Round about the rest of the greenhouse, we've got some other things that were here last time in the video. We've got the kales. Look at the size of that mustard in the background. That was a good one. That one was planted quite late. That went into a space where there was pak choi, which was harvested quite early. The sorrel, which was really small last time I did the video, it's went right through the winter as well. It's been picked several times. And I've even found time to plant some new herbs in here. There's lemon coriander and a couple of types of parsley. The spinach, which was here last year as well, it's now coming on to a game again. It's getting bigger. Some radishes that stuck in there from seed just to see what would happen. Oh, and a weed. We don't like weeds, do we? Chuck that there. Another mustard, coriander, which also has been standing right through the winter and has been getting picked. We've made some lovely carrot and coriander soup from that a couple of times. So yeah, that's it. But this just shows you, don't let your greenhouse go to waste in winter. You can use it for all sorts of things, especially these kind of plants, mustards, these Japanese leaves, rocket obviously, and other things. We've got chicories there that we're planting as an experiment but haven't really come to much, but I don't know what's going to happen with them. Kales went right through again as well, sorrel, spinach, radish and coriander. We did have a dill plant there which is now gone, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that little secondary tour of the greenhouse after a very harsh winter. I mean, we had -16 here a few weeks back and probably about 1.5 feet of snow. So everything outside was buried in snow. A lot of things that I thought would go right through died, which, okay, I can accept that. But inside the greenhouses here, everything was unaffected by that, even those temperatures. Nothing that I planted in here died of the cold. So it just shows you what you can do, basically. So next winter, give it a go. Happy gardening.